Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, good morning, Adam. Good morning, Omer. All right, good morning, everybody. Let's get this show on the road. Happy Friday. We made it. Yes, we did. All right, if we're looking at gold, crude, we see that the market has made a channel. And that channel is a downward channel. We came in and retested the top end of it multiple times, and we hit target number one. It got very close to target number two, and one candle reversal right here, which is around 92.05, will lead to a short signal that will lead us to target number two and target number three. Actually, that's one. Gold. What is that? So that's that. And on Russell, look at that. We broke that channel, channel number one. Channel number two. And target number one is going to be a critical level for the rest of the day and the rest of the week of next week, too. As long as we continue to trade above 1943.5, we should see any pullback as a buying opportunity toward target number three. And we are in a channel right now, channel number one. So the market has stabilized, and it's counter trending that prior move. So if we can get to 1956 on a pullback and then a reversal, that would be something I would be interested in as far as a long. Gold, after that massive kind of retracement back to 1740, they're trying to stabilize it. They broke channel number two and came and retested it close to that 1755, and one candle reversal is going to lead us back up to target number one, 1771.9. Then target number two is going to be 1782.7, and so on and so forth to higher prices. So this level, and we need to see a consolidation throughout the day between target number one and entry point. Good morning, John. How are you? ES. Good morning, Safe. Good morning. Good morning. It's not currency, Tanvir. That's ES, S&P 500. Unless you were asking about something prior to me talking about ES. Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning. All right, so we're looking at Globex that's 41.98, so that has to hold. A close below that 41.98 is going to get a bit of a retracement. However, that those dips are buyable on reversals, meaning that you come up to the 91 and reverse, give us a one candle reversal, then that's something that I would be interested in going long. I got very close to target number two at 42.21 and a quarter, and we're seeing a little bit of retracement here. We have a lot of news coming up today. Powell speak is at the top of the. You're going to keep your eye open on that one, and that's going to be a market mover. And also, you have revised consumer sentiment. So those two pieces of information, along with the core PCE price index that we had early on, this is going to be something that the market is going to be reacting to throughout the day. That's Tesla, Netflix. So we're gonna see how Netflix and Tesla they're gonna open this morning and then start reacting to them. Now, when we go and dig a little bit deeper, and when I say deeper, meaning in NQ, and start looking for what the market is doing. Right now, the market is out of harmony, meaning the 200 and the 100 are out of sync. The 200 is long and the 100 is in a sell mode. So we're waiting for a couple of things to happen. One of them, either the market rally back up to 218 and a half, or we see a retracement uh, a little bit lower here than a reversal. But if we start breaking Globex, which we're close to, you can get a market that's going to close at 130. And if we break 130, you're going to get a bit of a pressure in the market to retest the middle of the range, which is the 13,060, and potentially, uh, the 13,000 needs to hold, period. That would be too big of a retracement for the structure of the market. But what you're seeing right now is a market that is consolidating around the Globex band. And we've seen this type of market in the past few days, and it's more of a fading, consolidated market, and you have to treat it differently than a market that is trending. Okay, like you see how we got to the top end of that band and then retraced. The odds are, if we come to the bottom end of that band, you will start fading back to the upside. So the market is just literally bouncing around between those two levels. So we got 5 minutes to the cash market open. Remember, you got to say good morning, Reddick. How are you? Every day in every way, we're getting better and better and better at trading. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better and better at trading. You got to remind yourself of that. Hey, good morning, Samuel. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Here we go. We're going to Globex, and that was to be expected, the way the market was behaving. Now, just a recap of yesterday's trading, because I ended up taking more trades yesterday. So in the room, until 11 o'clock Central, we were up 766 in the stream. Then basically I end up seeing a bunch of things going on around that time and ended up taking a little bit more trades. So we took trades up to here and we made that's not right. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you those trades in a minute here. But anyway, so we took 7, then we ended up taking 1468. Then I turned on to micro, and just to kind of keep my risk low as the day progresses. And I ended up from 1469 to 14. So basically another $1,400 in just trading micro. And I had a couple of main contracts here. So anyway, so that's how that day ended up yesterday, and these are the trades. Here we go. So we went short here, covered. Right there, we went short on a harmony wave, short from 21 down to that target. Then we flatted that trade, went long here, made small amount. Stopped out here, then went long and covered here. Went long here, covered. Went long and covered. And here I went short actually when I was trading the micro. So those are the trades that I kind of took that made the difference, and I added to my overall. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, Brad. So we got 1 minute to the cash market open. And we're starting the day flat. Had no trades earlier on or during Globex. All right, good luck, everybody. Send me an email. Here. Sorry about that if we have not gotten in touch back with you. Let me see here if I can. Tanvir, I'm sending you. So just use this email, support@harmonytrading.com. And if you have a question, send me an email and I'll check. Most likely you sent something through Facebook, and I'll check that as well. But just send me, if whatever question you have, send it to here, support@harmonytrading.com. All right, guys. 8:30. Let's hyper focus. Let's get it done. Remember, top of the hour, we have Powell speak. See, they put on a captain setup short right here and pushing 200 NT wrinkle and the 100 NT wrinkle on the short side. Now we're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, as long as we don't uh, drop too quickly below the 100. So we're seeing multiple harmony waves coming through, and the target of that is the low end of the harmony band, the Globex bands, which is that price is 102. My objective right now in the first half an hour is to watch the market and see how well the participants are reacting to the impending news that we're seeing. We're going to be getting at the top of the hour. I want to see who's getting trapped and how and to what extent and who's dominant right now. So far, the reversal that we saw right now in the 200 NT Rinko can add some pressure to price action. Here we go back to Globex. So you see what they're trying to do here, right? It's trapping behavior here. Hmm. I'm going to post an order just to see if my orders are coming through. Okay, so that is, okay, things are posting correctly. So now the 200 NT wrinkle and the 100 NT wrinkle are out of sync again, meaning that the market is consolidative and undecisive. So we're waiting. If the market breaks down below 117, then I can take a look at it on the short side. If it runs up toward the 80 but fails and reverse on the 100, I will look at an opportunity to go short. Otherwise, I'm going to be just patient and wait here. We've experienced markets that do this, where the market consolidate around Globex and it's very choppy. So definitely I want to be more cautious here. Sheila, good morning. I mean, if they put a switch trade right here, I mean, they're about to put a switch trade right here short at 37, at 31. If they close that 31, we should expect a bit of a selling pressure coming to the 25.20. I'm gonna be patient. If they do that, there you go. So the expectation is to see a bit of selling pressure coming through right now. Here comes, here comes. Okay, that's good. It's good to know. We want to see if our assumptions are actually working here. Ultimately, the market needs to break below 115. So we're seeing that they hit the Globex once, twice, and they faded. So now, as long as this coming rally fails to break Globex at 153, then the bottom end of 104 and lower is a possibility. So 133. Yeah, okay. So the question that I ask myself, what's the quality of the price action right now? Eh, not a lot of momentum, but there is a, they faded for 2, 3 candles and reverse it. They just constantly doing that. See like that? 1, 2, 3, 4 and reverse. 1, 2, 3 and reverse. That's very tight and consolidated. In ES, you have a captain set up long that started earlier at 96, ran up to above 4,200, and they put a captain set up short around Globex. So really, uh, the odds. I mean, basically, literally, you need to see either 4202 or 194. One of those two things gotta happen for momentum to start coming in. My plan is to see more price action right now. I mean, if this candle closes lower, I mean, I can take I'll take one quick scalp. Hit you break even. All right. Well, let's see it coming in back in now. I think there's some issues with the quotes as well. So I got to be patient here and wait and see if we break that 22. If we break the 22, and then we're good. Ultimately, I want to see the 100. I'm going to add to it right here and then look for a flush and cover. So if they flush that 15, I will look to cover around 1175, which is going to happen here fairly quickly. Thank you. And I still have one contract left. So we're short and we're looking to cover. Okay, let's see what's going on here because we're getting weird price action going on here. I'm going to go ahead and just cover right here. All right. So what did we do here? All right. So we went short and covered one, added short and short up at that 41, covered at 26, added one more short at 26 and covered at 10. Then I flatted the rest. And there's more potential for this market to go lower right now and flush below the 110. So we took this rotation. It's fairly noisy, and I don't want to stick around till the news uh, at the top of the hour. So all what I'm going to be doing here is going to be scalping in nature. So that whole rotation that you saw led us to about $654, and basically got in, got out, then added, got out, added, and got out. It kept adding and making money and getting out till we got to 654. Okay, and let's just keep working. 10 veer. So, okay, so how NinjaTrader works is you put an order out. If it's a short, it's going to give you a red number. If it's a long, it's going to give you a green number. So that automatically tells you which size of the market I'm in. Plus, I'm talking about it. I'm literally saying, okay, I'm going to go short. This is my entry. This is my add. This is my exit. So this way you know what we're trying to do. Here it comes. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. And we're at the bottom end of that range as expected. Yanis, can you check your quotes? Tell me where you're at on your quotes. I'm showing 104, 106, 107 right now. And tell me if we're matching or not. Just want to. We're matching. Ken, go, yeah, go with NinjaTrader. Okay, matching. Yeah. See, that's kind of what we're thinking the market is doing, right? And that's the rotation that we just took on the short side reflects that. I mean, they made it noisy here. It wasn't necessarily a one that was without noise, but ultimately the market was in harmony on the short side. The 200 and the 100 got in sync, and then we started to look for shorts and adding within that range into that short. And so where we at right now is a typical area where the market can start to stabilize. At least that first reaction, they can come and bring it up between the '05 to the 15 fairly quickly. So we need to be if you were short, you need to kind of cover some of your stuff at '02 target 2. Good morning, Omer. I guess you got in and got out. Okay. How we doing, Adam? Oh, that's Adam. Speeds up and slows down. Speeds up and slows down. Yeah, yeah. You remember, top of the hour, we got Powell speak. So today we need to make our money, and we need to walk away. because things will become very headline sensitive once Powell starts speaking. And literally, you'll be in a trade and this thing will just burst up or burst down based on whatever he just said in that moment, and makes it a bit of a challenging environment. So we need to kind of make our money. So what did you find out, Safe? Yeah, I mean, I love that setup, man. Yeah, yeah. That's captain setup switch trades are gold. And especially if you find them on the 50 NT Rinko. What's the sample size? Okay. Yeah, do more. Get it up to 300 trades. You see what just happened? That's why keep an eye on this Globex band and look what they've done here. See how, what is it? See how they reacted to it up here? They got outside that band into the middle of it. Now they hit the bottom of it and bouncing right back in. Those first reactions are so solid. Definitely the first reaction. And now they're trying to walk it back up to Globex, at least giving you the impression. Now look at this. The 200 NT Rinko and the 100 are out of sync. So the market is out of harmony right now. So if I want to go short, what has to happen? The market has to go down to 13,090. And if they do that, then that market will be in sync on the short side. They can run it up to Globex as long as they trade under 178 and flip, then that will give us an opportunity to go short. But if they go all the way up to 178 and close it, then we're going to have to look at pullbacks as a buying opportunity. Plus we got in 4 minutes. Mr. Powell is going to be speaking. So let's stay disciplined, let's stay focused, and let's read this market and look for the next one. 1 minute, 1 minute to the top of the hour. Here you go. Crazy hour. Here it comes. Well, I mean, that's the news that's they've been talking about, Omer. They're Powell speak. Yeah, try not to trade this environment right here. This is going to be fast and furious. And it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be a bit of a challenge to measure risk. I hope you weren't in the trade, Omer. Okay, well, that's good. Here we go. Here we go. So the market is in sync right now. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. So at 104, the market got in harmony back in, but it bounced right back up and to 125, consolidated, then gave us a switch trade short and a new harmony wave. And I would have had to kind of be aggressive in this area with a lot of volatility in order for me to take advantage of that decision. But um, I elected to kind of leave it alone and let some of this news filter out, and we'll come in once the market slows down a tad bit here. You see what's going on here? Why ES is selling off like this and NQ is holding up? You guys see this? We hit target number 4 in ES, and target number 5 is 54. It's actually a significant move, and NQ is not reacting to it. So there's a bit of a big disconnect. Yeah, I guess is I'm having some issue with my feed. Okay. Let me disconnect the feed here for a second. Yeah, we're reloading the data feed here. Are we matching right now? Okay, so 40, 45. Yeah, okay. Well, then we're matching, right? 48, 54, 56. Okay. Yeah, we're matching. Thank you. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Looks good. Thank you. God. Oh, God. Thank you. Now we see how this market is behaving, right? 79 at 25, 79.25. If we get to 79.25, the market will be in sync. On the long side, we'll look for pullbacks as a buying opportunity, and we will start one contract at a time. So that's what we were talking about earlier on today. Is the market will be very volatile once Powell starts speaking. So we needed to be out of the market before that. So the market is out of sync right now, and we're looking for either a break above 77. If that happens, we'll start looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity, or the market sell off to 28, and that will get us to start looking for a continuation on the short. One of those two things is going to happen here. Here it comes. Target number 4 is hit. And let's see what we can do. They're not going to even let us get in. Wow. Yeah, I cannot get on. I cannot get in up there. Yeah, that's crazy. Nope. Order canceled. Look at that. Target number 5 is hit. Target number 6 is 145. So they're literally going through from target 1 all the way to target number 6. Yeah. And that's the kind of market you're getting. So you have to be very precise, and you have to be very particular in how you get in. I was trying to get in long at 78. I mean, I needed to just get in, but that would be too risky. That's huge, Mark. Good job. Yeah, 90 points in less than a minute. That's what you're dealing with right here. Don't chase this market. I'm just telling you right now. Do not chase it. Because as quickly as they took it up, as quickly as they'll take it down. So be very particular. So now the market is out of sync, right? Yeah. I can see that. See how powerful these captain setups are at times. Big market movers. So now the market is out of sync, and they're fading it. They got very close to the top end of uh, the Globex band, and they faded it to Globex. Yeah, 20 points on ES mark is not uh, in about a minute. That doesn't happen often, right? That has to feel good. This is a that's a good one, Mark. Good job, bud. Good for you. Yeah, this is a market where you got to take a little bit of risk. I mean, you gotta have to take a risk with this kind of volatility. You'll get rewarded big time if you're right, but also you can take on a drawdown. Okay. I am gonna take one trade for a stop. Here we go. I gotta keep it small as a captain setup. Hmm. I may take the switch trade right here. No, they're not gonna give it to me. Oof. They are not going to give it to me. So now the market is disconnecting one more time and we're heading toward that 102. And if we break the 102, yeah. Okay. So what are we going to be looking for here? We're going to be looking for run up as a shorting opportunity. Captain setup is a minimum of 4 candle consolidation pattern and a breakout. So exactly this. So you see the market. I'm going to have to do that quick here. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles in a row, and the market break out from that pattern in this case. I can, here you go, support. Send me an email here, and I'll send you the actual class that we teach on it, and it explains it, and it includes a video of the class. That's the best way to do it. And I'll be talking about that setup along the way as well. Okay, so let's see what we're going to be doing here, because stuff is fast and furious here. Here we go. That's where my stop has to be. And we're going to have to... It's either going to happen here or it's going to stop me out. Yeah, it's going to stop me out. Okay. That's fine. I just don't want to take too much risk in this market. It is a fast market. Very fast market. It's like I don't want to necessarily accumulate. All right, let's see. Here we go. I got to go break even and then see if I can get a bigger move and or not. I'm moving my stop and I'm looking for them to give me 85 or better. And that's a thank you. And that is a thank you. It's just, I mean, I got short here, added, and I had to cover one up there just in case they tried to rush it up to 153. You have to kind of keep your stops small in this market. But the market is in sync on the 200 and the 100 NT Rinko. So this is a market that you have to kind of do that kind of thing with. Oh, no, no, no. And no giving up. We don't play that game. That's a game that you don't win. We're gonna play a game that we're gonna win. Let's keep playing the game. Let's keep playing the game. You're seeing these rotations, right? Target number 3 is 1350 half. Yes, Adam, it is nasty stuff. You gotta stick with 200 and the 100 and not go against them in this type of market. At least it will keep your risk in control, and you can add an average within a range. If you're going against it, then they'll do this to you. This is not that's not a market that you gotta be very precise in this market. Hey, Omer, did you see that 902 906 captain on the 70? That was pretty. That was a mover. I don't know if you took advantage of it or not. A good catch, by the way. Okay, are you a Ninja Trader? Do you have Ninja Trader or not, George? Yep. Okay. So just sign up here. We'll get you a free trial in the room that includes the candles and the Harmony trading software, and you could start looking at what we're looking at. I'm assuming you're on NT8, right? All right. Let's focus. Let's focus. Let's make some money. Okay, so where we at for the day? I mean, we took a few stops along the way here, but we kept trading, and it is the key. The key is to continue to trade your edge and not to be discouraged by a stop or two. It's the cost of doing business, right? So that's where we at for the day. Small stops, big wins, and we're up 758. Small day, really, relatively speaking, but we're managing to just make money. So let's keep playing the game. Yeah. Big flush, big flush. Target number five is hit in the sequence. Target number six is going to be 12,888. When did this flush start to happen? And at 116, the market was in sync between the 200 and the 100, and it never gave you any reason to go long. You had multiple harmony waves, one after the other, telling you to go short, 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 short. So, no surprise here. Yeah, that's too extended. Amir, I wouldn't have been comfortable. I was looking for one for you, Adam. For whatever reason, I was having a hard time finding one. Like I couldn't get to it. Do you know how to? I know, but how do you get it to you? You have to remember, I'm new to the eight. Yeah, no problem, Eddie. That's what I thought I went to. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, yeah. I was going through into the main file. Yeah, okay, I got you. Let's see here. Which one am I using here? I am money. Here you go. Uh, ask is way off. What do you see right now, Omer? Adam, I just sent you the file. Now the question is what to do here. Okay, so we're good. 944. I mean, I'm looking at the bid and ask on my screen. It's 35, 32, 36, 37. It's a workspace. They're flushing that bad boy. Yeah, here comes that 853. I mean, it hit target number 4 to the tick and bounced right back up here. We flushed. I mean, let's look at it from a bigger perspective. I mean, we're getting very close to that low on the 23rd, and they're pausing the market right now. Gary, good morning. Okay, so this market is very tempting to try to fade it here, but I'm gonna look for at a minimum the 100 NT wrinkle reversing here, which will be 917, which we're gonna experience here in a minute. How did we do, Gary? This is your kind of market. It's kind of extended on the short side, and they're trying to stabilize it, which most likely some of the shorts will come back and try to slam this thing around. So I don't want to be short. I don't want to be long. Too extended on the short side and too early to be long. Hmm. Ah, this is a very interesting place. I mean, I can scalp some of the stuff to the upside if we break above 906. Yeah, okay, we didn't. I really wasn't interested. This is just such a tempting market to try to fade it to the long side, and I just have to be careful. I have to kind of be careful and wait for the market to get back in harmony and not try to be early, because early can cost me a continuation of the flush to below the 50. So let's be patient. Let's be patient. Yeah, that's 17. They're teasing me. They are teasing me right here. Here you go, 17. So now the market is out of sync. So you see how they came to target number 4 at that 70, 870, and just bounced it right back up, consolidated, and ran it up a little bit here. So ultimately, the market is out of sync and out of harmony. If we break 953, that will put us in a position to where we can look at pullbacks as the scalping opportunities on the long side. But I don't want to over. It would be more of a scalp than anything else, because there is room for the market to go from that point into the 80s and the 90s as a retest. But again, I will be looking for a scalp if that scenario presents itself. Scenario number 2, market runs up to the 40s and then fail on the 100 interior core. Well, that gives me an environment to continue on the short side. Okay. Or right now, come down to 79. And if they do that, then you have a switch trade down here and we can start looking for a scalp short. So we're in a spot where the best trade for me is the patient trade, and let them hit these pivot points. And based on which pivot point they hit, I have a plan of action. Adam, did you get my file, and is it good for what you're trying to do? So this is very consolidative and noise-ridden environment right now, because the market has made such a big move, and they're trying to dissect it, and they're trying to figure out what to do with it. So you're getting this sideways chop, 10 minutes worth of literally oscillating within 10 points. Then they step it back up and then oscillate. Then they step it back down and oscillate. So that is just a scalping environment. And I rather, kind of not. If I wasn't in this trade down here, then I shouldn't be trying to put a position right here at all. Let the market reverse completely on the 200 and give you a fresh start to a sequence of behavior that I can trade off of. And if the whole day comes and we're still not there, then I'll just take the money I took and call it a day. I'm going to only pick premium behavior and not be tempted to just jump in because there's a lot of action going on here. Patience is a trait. And I'm gonna use it all. But 12 is really like a fast candle, and I just kind of pay attention to it. But you're kind of more looking at the 30s and the 70s and the. Do you see this one? You should have that on your screen too, right? Do I have a 6? Yeah, I used to trade the 6 all the time just by itself, the 6 NT Rinko. So yeah, you sound surprised, but so you see, this will help you. Yeah, 6 on ES, yeah. So this way you could see the harmony waves clear without the price. Yeah, Safe remembers those days. He's been with me for a long, long time. Yeah, you could just shift the. Yeah. You could change it. You could change it. It makes it a lot clearer when you have it light gray. This is light gray background, but watching the market this way, you can see clearly the harmony wave from the beginning of it to the end of it. So that's a good one. Where here he is. I was wondering when he's gonna be coming around. Let's get rid of him. I mean, I have to give it to him, Mark. Yeah, he's dedicated. He's like he is dedicated. He comes in. Oh, you could set your watch to him. 49-inch. I have a 49-inch beauty of a screen. It's Samsung. Samsung. Let me show you this one here. Have one of those curved monitors. Yeah, that's the one I have. This one. Let me send you the link. Yeah, that's the one. That's the screen that I got. The Odyssey, Samsung, the one with the background that gives colors and stuff like that. It's at 240 hertz. It's really very helpful. I mean, you could see everything in like one spot. And actually, I have two screens. That one, and then there's a 27-inch on top of it. You're funny. It helps to see everything in one spot without having to strain your eyes, and to be able to kind of just take one look and see what you need to see. Now, this is an important area right now. It's almost 10 o'clock on a Friday, 9:16. We break 9:16. Then you have a captain set up long on the 100 NT Rinko, and we can scalp that for uh, a push toward the 2540 area. You're guilty for what? You are guilty. It's all your fault, Omer. So I started, in this business. I mean, a long time ago, 20 years ago. I'm aging myself right now, but I was in the stocks and options within a prop trading firm in Dallas. Then, and basically, what we were doing, we're scalping. We were scalping the bid and the offer uh, in high volume, high liquid, and fast moving markets. Then, kind of took that skill set into the futures market once I moved into the futures market. I like the futures market because it's a lot more consistent, and you can pick like one instrument and just become a master at it, versus trying to hop from one stock to the other, trying to figure out what they're doing for the day and just keep donating money. You stick around with one future contract and just keep trading it till you become a shark. Yeah, Safe. That's my screen. Okay, so they're not mounting any even attempt at a rally here. I mean, they've flushed it, and there's no captain set up short. I mean, no captain set up long right here. I think I paid like $1,500 for it, but it's expensive. But you have to have the right tools in front of you in order to make money. So we're down to what, 292 on NASDAQ. ES is down 70 points. Gold down 19.2 points. Crude oil down 1.19. That's what I'm looking at right now. YM Dow Jones down 439. They're just bleeding this market hard, guys. I mean, there's no reason to go long. The market is short, and it is extended, and it will extend itself as long as it wants to. So make sure that you're not just sitting there trying to figure out where the bottom is on a move that looks like this. Just let the market tell you. And how would it tell you? It would literally reverse and go close at 928. Okay. What does that mean? That means that I didn't participate in that rally, but who cares? I can participate in the pullbacks, which will be more stable anyway. And I can measure my risk a lot better. If I try to look for a bottom, I mean, I could be looking for the bottom at 950, and I could be looking at it at 900, then at 850, and I'm just basically down under 100 points looking for a bottom, and this thing could continue to flush. You unless you're a hedge fund, and unless you are like you got millions in the bank and you can just average into a move till you're blue in the face, that's not a good way to trade. Let the market tell you. Now, of course, if we're all as rich as Adam, because Adam can call bottoms now. Oh, come on. Don't say that. Ah, okay. So that the target two is 670, and those are very aggressive. I mean, they're gonna reflect the volatility that we are in. Target number two is 670 and a quarter. Target number three is 486.75. So I mean, the expectations, even if we're moving up to these levels, is to see rallies back up that fails into these levels. Like if we do a measured move, and that's something that we can. Here you go. So target number 2 close. So if we're doing a measured move at 100%, you're really looking at target number 3. So basically, if the market is doing today what it did on the 19th, that's what you're going to be looking for. Target number 4 on the 20 NT Rinko is hit, or we're close to it. Target number 5 is going to be 785 and a half. You just have to change your background, Omer. If you change your background, then you'll see that. Uh, you could go to data series, and you could change the candle body outline and the candle wick to solid and black, and then change the background to gray, and you'll see it. Make sense? Hey, Digitron, how are you, man? Where you been? So they put a captain setup switch trade right here, long. So the expectations from that type of setup is to see a run up into the 35 and the 40. As long as you continue to protect that target number 4. Okay, here we go. I mean, I'll screw it. I'll do it. And my stop is right here. Ain't gonna be anything. Okay, good for them. All right, that's fine. That is fine. Let's keep it small. Yeah, that's a good one. Digitron. I think we're trying too hard to fade here. Here you go. I gotta take my stops though. So what are they doing here? Yeah, I look for a fade against target number 4. And you could tell that they're trying to pause it. They are trying to pause it here. Do I use target number what? Do you use the background colors? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are you talking about this? Absolutely, I do. I use it. That tells me where the harmony waves are about to come, and then once they do come. So this is tells me get ready, and this tells me go. So yes. Yep. I mean, they're just grinding and grinding and grinding lower. If we break 817, then the market is going to be out of sync. Then you have a potential of an 852. So 17 has to happen. And here it comes. Yeah, we may be getting the early signs of a market stability here. The 50 and change, 53 is the big level. I mean, they're pausing it here. Yeah. Market is out of sync. So in order for it to get back in sync, you have to kind of break below that low of 85, 80. And the odds are they're going to really try to grind it higher to that 40 area. And there you'll see a little bit more stiff resistance. But that 53, if they break it, then the market is making a 200 NT wrinkle reversal. And that's what they're trying to do here. They're trying to stabilize the price. Here you go. So if the market breaks to 791, then that will bring the market back in alignment on the short side. And now they're pulling back a little bit. So we'll see what type of behavior they're going to have here. If we start having higher lows, then that will let me know that the market, at least it's making a base. And we could see some counter trend behavior coming in. All right, so let's tally up here. How's Adam doing? Brad, Gary, how we doing here? You're quiet. Sheila, Yanis, Ken, Safe, Omer, George, Frida, Gorum, Digitron. You had one trade. Okay, I see it. Radic, how you doing? Mark, one trade plus money. Okay, that's good. You don't have to break the bank today. Yeah, absolutely, Adam. Let me know, man. I'm always interested in new ideas. I don't know what I just did here. No bottom. You are seeing something. I don't have any open positions. I don't know what you're looking at. Make sure you refresh your screen so your screen is updated, but we are flat and there's no open positions. And to the left, oh, so if you're looking DH plus 281, done for the day. Good job, buddy. Keep it up. Keep it up. Base hits and the home runs will come. I know, Adam. Thank you, man, for your patience. I really appreciate it. It took a minute, but we got it done. Oh, okay. So that's the swing trade indicator. That is just telling you, it's telling me that the structure of the market is short and we have an entry point from these. So basically, that I need to be looking at any rally as an opportunity to go short. But that doesn't mean I am in the trade. If I was in the trade, it would show it right here on this right hand side screen and it would show me a position and all that. But that's the system telling us that that's the structure of the market and we should be looking in that direction. Brad is struggled with few trades, but green today. That's a good deal. Radic is up to 50, man. Good, good, good. I see a lot of people with money in their pocket. That's always a good thing. Because you knew. So the more you stick around and the more questions you ask, Gorm, things will start become clear to you. So don't hesitate to ask any question. So this is where we at for the day. For the month, actually, excuse me. So for today, we are up 484 so far. That's the equity curve. We had series of winning days, and we had a stop here. Multiple winning days, small stop, small stop. We had a couple of days where we ended up losing money here or giving money, and the rest of them are positive. And yesterday we made 28, 590, 1600, 484 today, and trade summary. Here we go. So we're up so far for the month, 19,718. Most of it is happening on the short side, believe it or not. And we're running about 66.76 as far as percent profitable. And we have Interesting that we have average winning versus average losing is, but we're just making so many, I guess, good decisions overall. Average time in the market, 3 minutes. And if we keep doing what we're doing, we should be up to 23 by the end of the month. We're up at 19 right now. So that's how the month is going. What's working? What's working is what you're seeing us doing on a daily basis. we're waiting for, excuse me, is to wait for the 200 and the 100 to get in sync, then start looking for the harmony waves and start taking them. Typically, that's where I make money, is in that process. And always the objective is to get involved in one of those trades and hold on. Sometimes I'm successful at holding on. Some days I just scalp it and make a little bit of money and move on. But at the end of the day, it's just a process of accumulation. Yeah, you don't want that bow. Yeah, speaking of the bow, I'm gonna go shooting today, Saturday. It's very therapeutic to me. Sure, absolutely. ES. Okay, same thing is going on in NQ is what's going on in ES. Okay, so we're getting a consolidation. The market is disconnected. We're waiting on a couple of things to happen. Either ES going to 41.2675, and that will lead us to looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. Or if it continue to consolidate this way, I'm not participating in it. If they break the 41.12, then rallies back up are shortable on signals. So if you're drawing at channel number 2 is right here. And that's channel number 2. So basically the market has broken that channel right at that spot, came retested it and retested it one more time. So now you're establishing a channel on the upside. Okay. And that channel has a stop at 41.14. So as long as we are in this channel and protecting that level between 14 to 12, then you're going to get a push in this market that could take us to target number 2. If we reach target number 2, then pullbacks become more buyable at that point. If we break that level at 414, then the market is going to be where the rallies are shortable again and a continuation of that move. It's just me personally, I wouldn't be comfortable getting short at these levels unless it's just a quick scalp of few points, because the extension of the market that we're seeing. So these are the edges of the market. That is the level in which the market has to hold. And it's just a function of waiting to see how they are going to structure it. So like right now, we're testing it one more time. And you need 2 candles to break it. There you go. So you're coming into that entry point and you got to break into that 12. See, and we're seeing the market that is getting weaker again. So the longs had an opportunity to hold and they had to hold that level. Now rally back up at 16 and a quarter. If they get there and then they reverse and close lower, then that would be a signal to go short, and you're looking for a scalp and a scalp only of few points to 4 points, meaning you're from 16, you're looking at 14 to 110, and you're looking for that whole swing trade to shift from a positive here to a negative. So if you're looking at the big picture on ES, make sure that you have your 50 NT Rinko up there too. Okay, so right here. So what did we see in ES? And that's important because that especially if you're trading options, okay, you need to see bigger moves in order for your options, especially if you're going way out the money. Things have to, you have to be able to capture a bigger move. So from the bottom, we have a channel right here. So what do we see here? I mean, obviously we're looking at hindsight, but this is a structure that we repeat constantly. You're getting a high, you're getting a lower high, you hit glowbacks, and you faded with a one candle reversal. So even if you didn't take advantage of all of this, you had a close of two candles under it. So from that point on, at 41.54 and a quarter, any rally that we saw on the 6 NT Rinko, and you got a harmony wave short, that is an area where you could get short, because you got the 50 and the 6 NT Rinko basically are confirming each other. So through that rotation, all of it, including right now, the market is been short. We have not experienced anything that tells us, hey, listen, get aggressive and get long. So at this point, your bias needed to be completely shifted to the short side. Okay, have a good one, Ken. How did we do today? Ken is green. Okay, good job. All right, so they are at 19, and they need to kind of shift that here. All right. So any short here at 18 has a stop of 20, and you're looking for 16 and 15. And I'm saying everything here is going to have to be a quick scalp. Here it comes, and the 15 is coming in. And here you go. You're looking from 18, you got 16. And you need to hold on to that 20. This is a scalping range, and nothing more, nothing less. Now the 200 and the 100 on NQ is also in sync, but the 42.75 is the critical level right here, and they keep bumping into it. So the buyers are showing a little bit more conviction in this range. Obviously, it's not a long market yet, but we're seeing a bit better behavior from them. I mean, this is literally the first three candle reversal that we've seen all day. I mean, since this flush. So now you're getting that 15 from ES. So that short at 18 is getting you 15 and a quarter, 15 and a half. And that's how you're looking at this market. You're looking at the 50, and there you're looking at the 6 NT Rinko to refine your entry. And you want let me see, show you here. You want those two things to be in alignment. You want the 50 NT Rinko to be short, and then you want to come in there and take on a trade that looks like this. And however, you have to understand where you're at in price action. Like your probability of holding on to a swing trade by entering in at the 18 level is a lot lower than if you got in on a fresh reversal on the 50 NT Rinko, right? So if you have a fresh reversal, you have a higher probability of a swing trade. If the market runs about 14 candles lower, you're not going to be looking to hold on to these things much. You're looking for a scalp, a quick one, 2-3 points and out. Okay, so what happened if ES gets up to 41.2975? Then now you're having that fresh reaction and a one candle reversal, and the market can get up to 35, get up to 45 on a counter trend behavior, and you could line up your 6 NT Rinko to start taking advantage of that type of behavior. Does that make sense, Sheila? Or do you have any questions? Send me. I don't know if you saw my email, not email, by text to you this morning. Yes, you. Okay, I sent it again. Yeah, no problem, Radek. Yeah. Just send it to me. Send me the machine ID, and I'll go from there. 10:52. Okay, so we got 8 minutes. We got 8 minutes. Oh, that's very kind of you, Radik. I appreciate it, man. I definitely do. Thank you. All right. So now they're coming back into that channel, right? Okay. So now what we're seeing here, we're seeing another disconnect in the market. And there's a trap that they put on in and around 841. And we're looking to see the market go to 855, which should happen fairly soon here. And from there, we can see a bit of back and fill behavior that could ultimately get us to the 900s or close to it. And ultimately, I'm looking for the market to resume itself on the short side, but we have to see when they'll do that. So there will be a pockets of buying interest if the market go up to that 53 level. And it will be more for scalping trades than anything else. Okay, guys. So on the streams and YouTube, Facebook, and Trade Arcade, if you feel like this stream has helped you in any way, make sure you comment, subscribe, share, and hit the like button. And let us know how we've done and if you have any questions. We definitely appreciate your support. And we're about 4 minutes to the top of the hour. And I'm going to definitely enjoy my weekend. So they're fading it one more time here. Okay. They really need to get to that 55. Anything short of that, I'm not going to even participate in any potential long or any fading behavior. Okay. So I'll take a look. I sent you the text on on Zoom, not via email. 10:57. Here we go. No big deal. TP. My WhatsApp number. So I don't necessarily want to give that up in the public, but I give you a way to communicate with me. And this is where you do it. Okay, so if you have any questions or you want to talk, we could either do it through Zoom, Skype, and or support at harmonytrading.com. Let me know what your question is, and we'll take care of you. Will it go to that level? Well, that's the target. Okay, so that's the destiny of this price structure, is to go to that target. Now, there's nothing written in stone right here, but they could run it up, stabilize it in and around target number 1, run it up, then fail and start migrating to target number 2. So if I'm looking for a trade, I'm not going to establish a trade here looking for a rundown to target number 2, because this is too much risk. I would be in right when the Harmony wave established itself, which is at 986. We had an opportunity at 107. So those two spots, if I'm in that trade at that point, then I have pocketed some money. Then I have the opportunity and the patience to wait for a target number 2 to show up. And if they run it up, then reverse it, then I have an opportunity to add. If they reverse it completely, well, I went break even and I didn't lose money on that last contract. But where we at right now from the risk perspective is not where I would establish a position for target number 2. Okay. But ultimately, a measured move similar to the one that we've experienced prior on the 60 and 18 will get us to target number 2 and potentially down to target number 3. Okay. What about you, Adam? So the swing trade indicator and the Harmony system here, it's going to give you the structure. There's 3 elements to a trade. the structure of the market, the behavior of the market, and then you have the signal and the money management aspect. So when the market does this, it's telling you the structure of the market is short. Well, that is not by itself a trade. You have to get the behavior. You come when the 200 NT Rinko and the 100 are in sync, meaning the market is in harmony. You come in there to the 20 NT Rinko and say, I want a behavior that supports that idea. Well, what is it? That behavior is a harmony wave. And it starts, that background color that you see, getting you in around the 83, 820, 823, and then you have a wave of selling pressure. So that's what I'm looking for, a behavior and a harmony wave. Then I'm looking for a signal, and then I'm looking to execute and manage. So those are the three elements. Now, what we're seeing here is the market has established a captain setup short at 808 half, established a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko. And that is actually a big surprise right here. A big surprise, because typically they do this a lot higher, and now they're doing it again at an extended price action. So the 844 is going to be a critical level for the shorts and the longs. If that price is broken, then the market is going to consolidate and base. And if they continue to hold it throughout the day, then as long as you keep getting a harmony wave, then I'm looking for shorts and a continuation of shorts on a scalping basis. So AT 1104, pretty much we're done for the day. I mean, we made about close to $500. Not a big day, but days like this where there's news and Powell speaking, typically extremely volatile. And I wanted to make sure that I don't take too much of a risk in this environment. And that's it. We're done, and we will see you guys Monday morning. And always remember, precision is a decision, right? We'll see you on the next one.